I was more annoyed than she was. I was more disappointed. My emotion, thinking about it now, it's like... Anyway, my emotions at the time were of such disappointment. Have you ever felt that when things don't go to plan, your emotions take over? It really kind of annoys you and upsets you. Everyone is like this. I know I'm like this. In fact, I've got a great example that I'm going to share with you in a minute where this exact thing happened to me. And then what I did, I'm really hoping will help you kind of reframe your thoughts when something like this happens. So I went on holiday recently with my little daughter, and I genuinely thought I had booked a 2-bed house. Okay, we get there, we're so excited. She's supposed to have a bunk bed. We get there, walk in, it's a 1-bed. Lovely big bed, but it's a 1-bed. There's no bunk bed anywhere to be seen. She's disappointed. But you know what? I was more annoyed than she was. I was more disappointed. My emotion, thinking about it now, it's like... Anyway, my emotions at the time were of such disappointment, almost heartache for her. Not for myself, but for her, because I knew that she was really looking forward to having her own bedroom, her own bunk bed, right? Even talking about it now, I'm like, slightly niggles at me, because we were on a resort, so I rang guest services up straight away. I was like, look, I thought I got a 2-bed, like, what's going on? My daughter is really looking forward to having a bunk bed. You know, I truly believe these things happen for a reason, and we've had the most amazing time. So anyway, when we dwell on things like this instance, for example, it's almost like, do you ever find it's almost like daydreaming? You're kind of like not even in the moment. You're like, your eyes are open, but you're not looking around. You're literally in a thought, daydreaming, right? And you're thinking about whatever the event is. And you're like stewing over it. Your mind is going round and round, kind of going over the events, or it might even be like that you're worrying about something. So another good example is, you know, I find myself sometimes I'm a dad. It's natural as a parent, you worry about your kids when they're not with you, and you can't explain it. If you're a parent, you know what I mean. But I mean, you almost get like visions in your head of them hurting themselves or whatever. It's horrible. But I've got to tell myself, it's crazy. It's like, what are you doing? You're, and this is, you know, I'm thinking of something that isn't real. I'm almost like predicting the future. That's what my brain is doing, and that is what our brains do. We are hardwired from thousands and thousands of years. It's a natural survival mechanism that our brains do. Our brains are the most amazing prediction machines, or they try to be anyway, right? They try and predict what might happen, and that's because of, you know, thousands of years ago there were predators. There might have been a tiger around the corner, or you've seen a predator up ahead, so your brain is like predicting what might happen. Could be anything, or you're lost in the wild, and you know, it was a survival mechanism to try and keep you alive, or to try and find food, whatever it was. But nowadays, these modern days, this survival mechanism is not needed, and it's actually, you know, causes a lot more harm than good. But it is a natural thing that happens to everyone. Our brains are all wired this way. So what can you do? You know, well, one simple thing you can do, which is so powerful, is in the moment when you find yourself stewing over something, or annoyed with something, or you're worrying, or whatever it is, you need to stop, but gently do this. You don't want to, like, you know, I don't know, beat yourself up about it. You want to, like, just softly and gently stop what you're doing. Like, stop thinking or worrying or whatever it is, daydreaming, you need to so become aware that you're doing that, and like stop, and then take a breath. I'll give you a little tip in a minute about an amazing breathing technique, but take a breath and just bring yourself back to the moment. Like for me right now, I'm just in the countryside. The birds are singing, right? So I can focus on these things. The sun is shining. Focus on my weight on the floor, my feet on the ground. This brings you back to the moment, and it grounds you, you know, right? It brings you back to the present. That right there, just if you can do that, that will actually start rewiring your brain, and eventually, the amount that you worry and that your mind tries to predict the future will get less and less. The amount you stress over things in that moment will be far less. So that right there, if you can start doing that, is hugely powerful. So this breathing technique that I was just mentioning, if you can do this, it's so simple. You take a deep breath in like this. Take a deep breath in, you go, and then before you kind of fill your lungs, you take 2 smaller breaths, 2 more. So it goes kind of like, it kind of looks over exaggerated when you show someone, but it kind of goes something like this. It goes, so you breathe in and you go at the top. That actually opens your alveoli in your lungs, little sacs that actually control the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. And when you've done that, you take a slow deep breath out, and you expel all of the a lot of carbon dioxide, and that will just chill you out. This has been studied. There's papers on this. It's actually a natural thing everyone does as humans. When we even dogs, when they fall asleep, or like when they're going to sleep or relaxing, they'll take a deep breath, and you'll see them go. When you're upset, anyone is, you go like that, and that is again a natural human instinct, a natural human mechanism for us to calm ourselves down and release that carbon dioxide. Yeah, so that breathing technique again will really help you to chill and relax. That's another tip. When we do dwell or worry on things, or we're anxious, it's our minds worrying about things that are 99% of the time completely false. They're not even true. If you actually think about what you are worrying about, it could be anything. Traveling or whatever, like me, like worrying about my daughter being hurt when I'm not with her. It's just our minds trying to predict, trying to keep us safe, but they're not. It's doing the opposite, because modern day we don't need that. Not really. In those times, you need to remind yourself what you're worrying about 99% of the time is not even real. It's not even true. It's unnecessary to worry about these things. So yeah, try, and perhaps even a good tip would be try and come up with for me, sometimes if I'm worrying about something or whatever, I just remind myself, don't dwell on this, because it is not true, it's false. And I remind myself to focus on what is real, focus on what is true. That right there, it can change your life. Honestly, it can change your life. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you resonate with this. It's something that is I find I'm quite passionate about how the mind works, and all of that neuroscience. I love it. If you are someone who dwells and worries, please take what I've said in this video, please put it into action, because it will really, really help you. Can you do me just one thing as well? If this video has helped you, give it a quick like for me. It's free to do, but it really, really helps my channel grow. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'd love that. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to connect with you and chat more if you want to share anything that's worrying you. Let's have a chat. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.